Welcome back to my channel. This is chapter 25, The Crew. Okay, let's see what it brings it on us. Sometimes you just know when something is off. I couldn't let Max sneak off alone, not with the wave of unease I felt in my stomach. Huh? I don't want you come with me. What's the big deal? I sneak out all the time. Yeah, but you used to tell me where you were going. And last time you came home with your arm all burned. That was a one time thing. Don't you trust me? I'm not a baby. She sounded defiant, but when I looked in her eyes, there was a silver of fear there too. What was what was she wrapped up in? Mac, I just want to make sure everything is okay. I trust you if you weren't keeping secrets. I'm not here to bust you. I am worried. She sighed and rolled her eyes, but the anger drained from her posture. Just promise you won't make me look like an idiot in front of my friends. I'll do best. I'll do my best. After catching the bus downtown, Mac led me through back alleys to the group of young, rough looking people. There was a hardened air to them, and they eyed us the way a hungry coyote would eye a helpless rabbit. What do we do? What do we have here? Two fresh little things from the suburbs. I had say you are right. Spirit fingers over there just screams gated community. Hey hey, hope you all don't mind that I brought company. The more the merrier. Who's the cheerleader? Oh, I am her sister Addie. I was so nervous. I almost shrieked as Elijah tossed a can of spray paint at me. I barely caught it. You like tagging Addie? Elijah nodded approvingly, and Mac looked relieved. That's cool. A lot of people don't get how creative tagging can be. Hey, can we get a move on? I want to make sure I have got time to finish my mural. Let's head out. Those trains aren't gonna stay packed forever. The group trudged over to a train yard. I stepped to the side with Mark. So, where did you meet these people again? Scooter is in my algebra class. He introduced me to the rest of the crew. The crew? Are you in the gang? Hey, I didn't bring you here to judge me. I get that this all looks kinda sketchy, but this is important to me. Tagging lets me be creative in a way I never knew I could be, and my friends really get that. I could feel her pulling away under the harsh light of my judgment. It was dawning on me that if I didn't reach out, I might lose her. I'd love to see her work. Mac, just be careful. Technically, vandalism is illegal, so don't get caught. If dad hadn't caught me sneaking out all these years, then the police definitely won't. We were interrupted by a howl of laughter. Further down the yard, everyone was clapping as Petty climbed onto the roof of a train car. I'm the king of the train yard. Get down before you bust your head open, you idiot. But I want to tag the top of the train. As Petty walked atop the train car, he suddenly slipped, barely catching himself. Petty, get your ass down here, or I am gonna climb up there and push you off myself. Reluctantly, Petty began his descent, grumbling. It was intimidating how suddenly Ilcha could snap into that commanding attitude. He's the one who showed me how to tank. He has a lot of good ideas, so I guess he's sort of our leader. He does have a charisma to him. Does he ever suggest anything dangerous? Come on, it's not like that. He would never intentionally put us in harm's way. Yeah, what about unintentionally? Just remember that you are your own person. You can't tell me if something bad happens. I know that he is older than you and you look up to him, but don't let him push you around, okay? Yeah, I get it. Peer pressure bad. We were interrupted by a sharp whistle. Elijah and the rest of the group sauntered over to us. Hey, I am bored. How about we have some real fun? Wait, but I am not done with my piece. But Elijah was already stalking down the street, his cronies trailing obediently after him. Mackenzie followed suit, so I did too. Elijah led us to a parked car A crude grin spread across his face as he patted its hood. So, what are we doing exactly? There's a guy who owes me money and keeps ghosting me. So, I thought we had sent him a little message. Everyone grab something, keys, a rock, whatever. It's time to show him what happens when you try to stiff me. Okay, hold up. Tagging is one thing, but destruction of property? Mac, come on, we are going home. But I mean, if the guy didn't pay Elijah back, then doesn't he kind of deserve it? Mac, how do you know Elijah is telling the truth? That doesn't make it right. How does trashing his car solve anything? Save the lecture. You can join in or get out of the way. I flinched as he hurled a brick through the car's windshield, shattering it to the thousand pieces. The rest of the crew joined in, but Mackenzie stood froze in the place. She was in over. And then's when we heard the police sirens. Damn it. Before I could even register what was happening, Elijah and the rest of the crew scattered. I gripped Mac's arm and bolted away from the trash car, and the police lights flooding the street. We gotta get out of here. We ran until my chest felt like it would burst. But then we rounded a corner and came face to face with a chain link fence. Elijah scaled it and hopped down on the other side with the practiced ease, but Mackenzie and I struggled to climb it. Elijah. He caught her eye through the chain link, just like for a second. But then he just ran, leaving us to face the cops alone. No. You two, step away from the fence and put your hands up. Mackenzie and I raised our hands slowly. My heart was pounding, the blood rushing in my ears. The cops looked at our faces, bathed in a whistle cast of his flashlight, and shook his head. The gig is up, girls. You are coming with me. I told her. But that's all, guys. This is chapter 25, and I'll bring up soon chapter 26. Thank you.